In this live stream, I'll be battling you and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And so the way this works is that I'm going to put up a code in the live chat below me. And then you guys can just type in the same code and hope to get connected. And then I'll be having this live stream for about a little over 1.5 hours. And then I should be able to have somewhere between 3 and 6 battles. They are all 6v6 singles. You can find the battle rules linked in the video description. Everything is laid out comprehensively. It should be very easy to follow. And so I see Corano. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Elliot, Tailuse Toxic says the earliest raptor catches the Wurmple. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good, yeah. I haven't managed to figure out the sound yet, so I hope that it sounds good. If this for some reason doesn't sound good, then please let me know. Hoshi, hey, welcome back to the channel. Let's do some battles. Ace, hey everyone, welcome to the battles. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. So, I'm gonna put up the code. Those of you who have been here on the channel for a while, this code may not be a surprise to you, but here it is anyway. And so I'm going to be waiting here. I'm going to initiate a battle code. Or well, not even a battle code in this case. It's just a 6v6 singles. I have a problem. I don't think I actually made the battle team. I can play, but in like 10 to 15 minutes. The recording had a sound last time, but it wasn't a sound we heard live. The recording sounded like a Discord. Yeah, that was me trying to figure out, like, there's something going on with the port and the whole thing. I think I just need to save up for a new pair of headphones, honestly. The whole thing is a mess. Let me see if I have... Yes, exactly, that's my problem. So, I gave all my Pokemon nicknames, and that's why I need to just put together the battle team, and then I'll pop into the room again. So I suppose some of you may now be just connecting with everyone in there, which may be a little bit of a problem if all of you get connected and then I'm left without a partner. That's fine. Nirth, I got you 2 more members. No, wait, I got 2 more members for my 4th team. All right, that sounds exciting. Look forward to see what that's all about. Perhaps it had something to do with your... Yeah, I was plugging in and out and trying to, like, twist the cable, because when I am offline, that typically sometimes works. I've had a problem with these headphones for a while. It just hasn't come to that yet. Anyone have a Custab berry for trade? I do. I have a couple, so I'll just have to connect with you some other time. Though actually, Giggle, if we at some point... No, I have to... how do I go about that? Okay, so... Giggle, I'm gonna make a little bit of an adjustment for you. In the case that we get connected, then I can just give a reject. A Custab berry. This is not even a reject. Let's just drop this one down here. I've been berry farming a little bit. I'm trying to get 100 of all of them. Okay. So then, if I get to battle you, Giggle, just don't leave the room, and then we can trade. Okay, so back to the battles. We are not going to do that. We are going to set a link code. I clicked a little bit too fast. That's the Raptor nickname, though. I know. What nickname? Sorry, I just got here. Well, you'll get to see. I was cooking that out together with my friend Cod Keys and another friend, because there's something going on with the hair on Staraptor that was really funny. And then I was thinking, okay, well, if that is the case, then what would be the funniest comment to make? And it barely fit, even with a little bit of a weird spelling. I could use one for the battle possibly, so if I see you, I'll grab it and switch out the team. Well, that won't work. Or will it? Oh, it will work, because you can just press X to do the team register. All right, let's do it. Let's, yeah, if you show up, Giggle, we'll do the trade first. Hey Gus, welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you here. I'm lost and don't know what to choose, Glaceon or Espeon for singles. I have no idea, man. There's something going on with the speed tier, so you may actually be able to pull it off with a Glaceon if you just really know what you're doing and you have a good team and everything. But for the most part, if you bring a timid Espeon, it's gonna be so fast. I always call mine Emo Bird. That's funny. Oh, okay. So you're working on getting your team ready for tomorrow. That would be fun. I mean, tomorrow's the last live stream before Christmas, and then I'll have live streams 4 days of the week next week as well. So Monday through Thursday, since Friday naturally is another holiday, and then we'll see what happens in January. But yeah, I'm in the room. I typed in the code. So if you're if you're interested in having a battle, 6v6 singles in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I am ready. And then if you would so kindly give this live stream a thumbs up, that would be great. Donnie says, hi, I just discovered your channel. Very useful information about breeding. Now I am trying to get my 6 IV Nidoran. Wow. Welcome to the live stream, Donnie. I wish you good luck with the breeding. If you would like a little bit of help with the expanded egg groups and so on, I can highly recommend you to become a YouTube member. There's a link in the video description to my Discord, which you then can click on, go into, read about what it is like, and just get a general idea of, you know, how everything works over there. But we have been establishing quite a nice trading economy in there, and so that is certainly something that I would recommend you. In the case that you are interested in breeding and you are, you know, on the side of playing properly, I assume, given that you're actually going for the 6 IV and everything. So, yeah. Esau says, my Nintendo died, so I can't play with anyone, sadly. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. I hope that you can solve it somehow. Hey, Greaseball, welcome to the live stream. Is it open lobby, or are you waiting for a specific person? This is Wild Wild West. You can just type in the code, and we can have a battle. 9, not 6. Why is there 14 people, but only 6 likes? It's because I never ask for anything. I literally just plug my Discord because it really is the best Discord, in my opinion, for these games. If you are passionate about Pokemon, and if you are interested in playing properly. And so, I mean, I am also trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I'm just gonna keep the graphic and do my best, make helpful videos and all that. This is Giggle Stomp, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna just... Yeah, wait, we were actually gonna trade. Haha. Yeah, that's fun. All right, let's see what you got with the custard berry and everything. So I hope that the sound is okay. I don't have headphones today. I cannot figure out what to do with the sound. Like I've got 3 pairs of headphones. This set is just bad. The other is really nice, but I can't make it work with my computer for some reason. And then the third is open ear, so if I am actually to listen to something, it will just go straight into the microphone and make like some, what is that called, feedback? Donnie says, thank you. I saw your community, but I don't really know how to use Discord. I mean, it is somewhat challenging to navigate in the beginning, but if you can manage to establish a connection in the Discord, there is always that option of just typing out, hey, I need help, I don't understand what's going on here, can someone point me in the right direction? Yeah, I believe you for making that goal. Well, I mean, one thing is believe, but the other thing is just, I don't... Oh, Giggle Stomp! That was the bad... That was the move I was trying to prevent you from doing. Because now that you left the room, it's open for anyone. But I guess at some point, we'll get to have a battle. And I'm still searching, by the way. So if you have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and you got a team ready, I'm interested in having 6v6 singles. The code is still 0020 1000, and this is Greaseball, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I recognize your trainers now. Too bad I can't hear anything, but let's go. Gus says, the problem with Glaceon is that its abilities are both dependent on hail, but it's Blizzard with choice specs. Absolutely. I know, yeah, so you kind of just have to figure out a way to put up the weather and put like an icy rock on it or something. The resources tab is the best Discord tab. I know! And the thing is, we're still updating it. When we find new things, we slap it in there, and it's just gonna help everyone become the best trainers in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl possible. Okay, so Greaseball has got a Nasty Shuckle, a Garchomp, Zizor, Lucario, Latios, and Magnezone. I am not sure how to address this team. I am just going to open with Huda Manager and just add all the other Pokemon here on my team. I, for one, love Blissey. Ignorance, the Blissey. It wouldn't let me change it, so you left and came back. Oh, alright. Well, the thing is, I think in the team selection, you can change it, which was what I figured out when you asked the question. Do you play Animal Crossing? No. I downloaded Animal Crossing New Leaf on my 3DS. How many years ago was that? Like 6 or something? I played it for 2 hours. And then I went back to breeding in Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. So I kind of just... I started my Animal Crossing career, and I ended it. Oh man, the Shuckle is ready to buckle. I mean, I have no idea what this Shuckle is up to. And so... I mean, I kind of want to just send in my Zizor. It could be really funny if he doesn't have a response. Pushy says, I'm playing Heart Gold. Alright, that's a pretty good game. It doesn't live up to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, though. Because this one you can play on your TV. Okay, so he set up Stealth Rock. Let's see what other tricks he's got on it. Oh, felt good with some water. He's probably going to switch out, I would assume. It is a scary position to be in, up against a Zizor with Sword Stance and Priority Bullet Punch and Technician and whatever item you decide to slap on it, whether it is Metal Coat or Life Orb or Lumberry or what it is. Ooh, he decides to stay in. Sticky Web. The thing that I don't understand here is I can just defog and everything will just go away. So no rocks, no sticky web, everything is just gone. And we just wasted turns. We just cut the battle by a couple turns. And yeah, nothing really happened. Everything disappeared. Not a single Pokemon has been hurt in the making of this battle so far. Let's see. So, I don't think the Magnezone has anything on the... Oh, snap. That's good, man. Okay, so if he is... Well, at that point, I'm just going to go double Sword Stance. Do you have any Pokemon shiny so far? Not in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Like, I've played this game for about 200 hours, but I have not, like, sought out any shiny Pokemon. I have decided to wait with that until Pokemon Home comes out. And the reason for that is you can move Pokemon in between save files. And so I'll literally just move over the Pokemon from my Pokemon Ancestry into a Japanese save file. I'll play through Pokemon Shining Pearl in Japanese, and then make it to Solaceon Town, And on the way, I'm picking up Thief in Eternal City. And then I'm also picking up a pickup Pokemon in Route 205, Pachirisu. And then you just level it up to 30 or what it is. And then you have the chance of getting the Destiny Knot. You can thief a Everstone from Geodude in Orberg Gate, which is nice. And then you have a perfect set of parents. You have a Destiny Knot. You have Everstone. But you don't have the IV Judge feature, which is what Pokemon Home needs. What to do here? Yeah, so Pokemon Home needs, or Pokemon Home offers the IV Judge feature. And so that's nice. You can also just mass send Pokemon over to your main save file where you do have the Judge feature. And then from there, you can just mass release after you have marked the couple Pokemon that you do want to keep. So you do want to get those 6 IV males. And then that's it. Like, you can then just strategically choose particular Pokemon that you want to breed. So, I mean, if you really go out your way, you only need 7 Japanese 6 IV males to cover everything. But yeah. Using Hazard into a Fogger isn't good, but if you can force them to switch into their Fogger, you can swap into someone with Fire or Metal. Yeah. You can probably just trade the Destiny Knot attached to the answer. Well, the thing with that is it doesn't really matter because you need to make it to Salacian Town anyway. And it can be a little bit of a hunt for me anyway. The biggest problem is the IV Judge feature. Because if you're going to mass breed with 2 parents, you still don't know which one is perfect. Oh, cool. I'm going to take notes if I get the game. Oh, yeah, you should definitely get the game. Just save up money however long it takes. It's a good set of games. It's just unfortunate what's going on with online culture and people just taking a dump on them for no reason. Oh, well, there is a reason. Money and fame. But outside of that, no reason. They're good games. Get them and play them. Because I don't know if I'm going anywhere with this close combat. I am starting to get really vulnerable with the -2. And this Shuckle, man, it's just setting up on me. It's straight up just like dabbing with like 2 pairs of things. Just owning me. And then now I'm going to be extremely vulnerable. So if this Shuckle has a single move that does any damage, I'm just going to like buck over. I don't have the game yet, but my older brother is going to buy me it. All right, that sounds great. I hope that we can have some battles sometime. Shuckle has the power, no matter what. Yes, Shuckle is scary. Hey Choppy, welcome to the live stream. You could also beat the game in just a few hours and get the Judge feature. The trick seems to be trading the Japanese starter to your main game, leveling it up, then trading it back. Since the OT is the same, it will listen without fail. Yeah, I mean, that is one way to go about it. I mean, to some extent, I just like having that integrated experience of having one Switch and just going by with whatever tools that Game Freak decides to give us. So that is part of it. The other thing is just separating activities to do in the game. So for example, I think it is a lot of fun to breed competitive Pokemon and to have competitive battles and to just in general set up the save file so that you are just optimally prepared for doing whatever you're up to. And then at some point you then can start going into those shiny hunts or whatever else you want to do. Wait, how do you become a member? I never really joined Livestream, so I don't know how. Right, so the YouTube member feature, it is similar to Patreon, but it's YouTube's native feature for it, and so it does cost $2. But if you check the link in the video description, it should say YouTube member, and then there's a link to it, and then you can consider it. Oh yeah, I don't have any moves left, because I haven't PP upped the Staraptor just yet. And so now I'm gonna get slapped by the Bullet Punch. Oh, he's setting up on me. That's not good. He's gonna be +4 before I know it. And I don't have a proper response, do I? No. Man, Zizor is troublesome in this game. Wait, how do you... Yeah. Yeah, so with the OT, that was what a lot of people did in Sword and Shield too. Now the question becomes, does the Zizor have a bug stab type move? What am I saying? Stab, bug type move. There we go. All right. Because if that is the case, then I am done for. There is no coming back. But if he has Bullet Punch... Oh, U-turn. Really? I'm surprised you would just give up all the stats, but I mean, it's a... Oh, for some reason I thought... Somehow I managed to just mix you two up, Giggle Stomp and Grease Ball. I have to stop doing that. Obviously he's not watching, but I was wondering maybe if he was commenting in the chat at the same time, but not listening. Oh, it was a good switch in. I mean, switch out. Would you consider replacing Trick Room with Flamethrower on Slowbro? Good IVs. Wait. Good versus metals like Zizor, and I feel Trick Room doesn't get enough turns in singles. I've had a lot of fun with Trick Room in some of my battles. I don't know if you've seen all 7 or 8 battles or however many I've made so far, but yeah, for the most part, it's not a problem. It's just when it gets that +4, it's just hard to manage. I'm wondering if I just need to switch out these two, because they don't really work as a defensive core. I think Slowbro is a lot of fun. I like the switch into the Trick Room. The thing is that if you have a very slow Pokemon, you it makes no difference whether you do Trick Room or not, with the exception that you can gain a little bit of an advantage in terms of healing. And so if you have that Slack Off, Calm Mind, Trick Room, Surf combo, then it's nice. Okay, let's see if we can get a KO here. I am expecting at least serious damage to come from this. Even if he sends in his Magnezone, which is like 2 or 4 times resistant to the flying types. Oh, he's Choice Scarf. No, or Jolly. Makes no sense. He's Jolly. Oh, he got the 20% the Void. Traded 1 for 1. I'll take it. That was lucky. It was Stone Miss, but I managed to just get a straight up one-shot. Should Pheromosa hold a choice item or Focus Sash in your opinion? Life Orb, in my opinion. I actually have had a lot of success, believe it or not, with Life Orb Pheromosa with full special bulk investment. So the idea is, if your base 151 or 154, what it is, even with no investment in speed, you're gonna be extremely fast. And so if you can just do 252 in HP, 252 in special defense, Calm Nature, you set up a Quiver Dance, you take a hit, you set up another Quiver Dance, and then you're just off. You just sweep your opponent, depending on what happens. The downside is that you cannot do it on a physical attacker. And so there may be a more likely outcome where you just end up trading 1-for-1. But yeah, that's the most fun way that I can think of running Fermos anyway. So that would be my recommendation. Big Mina used Flamethrower. Let's see if it's a Focus Sash. What? It was not enough damage. That's a critical hit. You win some, you lose some. If I had remembered that there were Stealth Rocks on the field, I would have sent in my Alakazam. Oh man. Well, game be like that sometimes. It's weird how I got a notification but I didn't click the bell icon, or maybe I did. Alright, for this live stream. I always feel better seeing a chump taken off the field. Respect, I agree. So here's the question. No, there's no questions, only answers. George, hey, welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you here. That does nothing. Ah. Calm Mind. Does something work here? I think that's my only option. The only two Pokemon I got left is Alakazam and Blissey. And I mean, I could send in my Blissey, but he has some other response to Blissey because Blissey doesn't work without Thunder Wave. And maybe it doesn't work at all. Volt Switch. Alright, that's fine. I think that may actually be on the limit. I need to look that up. Hey, Issa. Oh, he got me. Oh, the Bullet Punch. Yeah, he got me. All right. It was a good battle, though. I enjoyed it. Wait, not Bullet Punch? Well, yeah. That's bulky, man. Oh, wow. I mean, that was a +2. Even though it is resisted and it's not very effective, Z-Sword does not have that much special defense. It's like 70 or 80 or something in base. So I'm almost wondering if... Because I was a +1. And so I kind of got that stab. Without stab. Stab. Yeah, there's something going on in terms of speed tiers and bulkiness levels here that is completely different from Sword and Shield. It will take me a little while to figure out like how to really make a proper team composition. My respect goes to you for saying my name right, and a lot of people don't when they meet me. All right, yeah. Well, welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna head out of the scrambled egg. Yes. I'm almost tempted to just put a different Pokemon on my team at this point in time. Also, happy early Christmas. If you celebrate it. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Let's see. We got the code. And now, guess the code. Yeah, good game, Greaseball. You really just owned me in that one. So well played. I need to figure out the speed tiers and the defensiveness on just the whole thing. There are a couple Pokemon that just sets up and wins. One of those being Zizor, another being Infernape, and then there's another tank that I just don't know what to do with, which is Umbreon. And so these three Pokemon are just a big pain for me. and it's gonna take me a little while to really develop some proper strategies and ways to just always make sure that I get rid of them. And then that magnet pull, Magnezone really caught me off guard. That was really, really well played. There aren't many steel types that you can really do that with, but I assume Skarmory and Zizor are really the Pokemon that you do want it to work for, so having that ability specifically for those Pokemon may be a good idea, particularly when, you know, you got 140 base defense and you're a special attacker. Then you're in that like awkward, kind of nice position where you can take a physical hit and you can just deal out that massive special attack onto the low, most likely, special defense. Okay. Awesome. Leaving the stream. Good luck. Yeah, have a good battle, Giggle Stomp, and I hope that the Custap Berry comes in handy. Need to do better in this battle than in the battle against Greaseball. Yeah, I just wanted to open up my Latios chomp. Alright, yeah, makes sense. Okay, Giggle Stomp has got a Donphan, Blissey, Azelf, Garchomp, Zizor, and Rotom Wash. It was Specs Magnezone. Alright, that's a pretty good combo. You don't want to mess around with a Specs anything that has a base 130 something. Huda Manager is a nice opening, but he has the Azelf, so I actually am forced to open up with Propaganda. Okay, because you're... Nah, I'm not going to tell the joke. You'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, I have already played against Giggle Stomp one time, and it was during the last live stream. I then looked up Azelf, and Azelf is 125 in attack and special attack and 115 in speed, making it one of the best sweepers in the game when you just look at raw base stats. You don't get any like crazy stab moves or anything, but you do get a little bit of coverage and you're really fast, so maybe a choice band Azelf could be a good idea. Wow, that's a Scarf Rotom. I used them before, so yeah. Alright, yeah. Just asking, are shinies allowed? Check the video description. All the rules for these battles are listed in the video description. Hey Lobster, I understood that reference. Yeah, that's Jordan Peterson. Plus, it's just a different color, so I don't think it matters that much. If there are Pokemon that you bring that are obviously cheated, it's just a straight up like, I'm bouncing, I'm playing with someone else. But for the most, there's that pesky Zizor again. I can't do anything to it. It's just gonna Sword Stance. It's gonna be annoying, and I don't have a response to it. It has U-turn, so even if I send in, can I out-bulk it? That's my question. Dakarai Hill, hey, welcome to the live stream. Okay, because I'm training my shiny team to battle with you. I mean, if you do things properly, I have no problems with it. But to put it this way, if you come back, live stream after live stream, and you have level 100 shiny teams and like everything, then I may raise a little questions. Yeah, grammar. I own his book. That's cool. I have spent a lot of time with his lectures online and books and everything, so I can highly recommend his message and just what he has been working on in the past couple of decades. Particularly, I think the personality course on YouTube is phenomenal. I really like it. It's called Personality and Its Transformations. It has like, it's like 20 hours long. It's just uploaded from when he was having lectures. But yeah, I like Pokemon. That's correct. Let's jump back into Pokemon. But if you at some point would have an interest in talking about anything in that, you know, field, tag me in Discord. That's what the Discord is for. So Something happened to my Zeraora. I didn't catch it. I was too busy talking about Jordan Peterson. Okay. Oh, you liked and subscribed. Thank you. The Blissey had Flamethrower and I didn't catch it. But that is the consequence of having live streams. You get a little sidetracked sometimes. Oi! Are you kidding me? A straight up 70% accurate Thunder just slapping. And it gets the paralysis. Ah. I'm not one to complain about hacks, but come on. You hit with a Thunder and you paralyze. The odds of that happening, abysmal. But okay, let's do it. 7%. I mean, I don't have any response to this. It's gonna just outspeed any. Oh! You're kidding me? I didn't consider the fact that I could have just slacked off there. That was dumb. God forbid I get the avoid again and can slack off and just set up on this Blissey. That would be incredibly funny. Come on. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, what a turn. The paralysis got me. But at this point, I'm wondering if, even if he hits me with a Thunder, maybe I can manage to just pull it together. Hey, Martin. Welcome to the live stream. Do you have Roblox? No, I do not. Okay, well, too bad. What is your favorite Pokemon of all time? It is Togekiss. I was about to show you my personal collection here on my desk. I have a Togekiss painting and a Togetic card that is signed by a special person. Yeah, that Blissey, man. I'm gonna mess it up with my Staraptor. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if I should rebuild my Staraptor completely. Like, figure something out. And, like, I'm even considering just doing something dumb. Like, max speed, max HP, final gambit, intimidate, U-turn, brave bird, close combat, and then just, like, some random move that people don't expect. Joey, hey, welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you here. I feel very tempted to go back on the topic of personality, psychology, Jordan Peterson, that whole thing, but we'll keep it to the Discord. Do you curse? I hope I did not curse. It was not intentional if I did. But I don't think I got any bad words. Just stuck in my vocabulary. Unless it is the one word that we in Norway do not have as a swear word, which apparently is in the US, which is a problem. It's a little bit of a culture difference, but that's fine. Here comes the Blissey. And Acelf does the Thunderbolt. Does nothing. That's almost to the point where if I had had leftovers, I would have just, like, eaten that back. That apple. This Azelf is very likely mixed. I want to Ice Beam, see if he switches out to gain momentum. Stealth Rock. Just setting up on me. Darkrai, you can turn off Caps Lock, you know. That's funny. I am sorry, I may have to go. I hope you win. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping by. I wish you a great day. Okay, well, if he's just staying in to Stealth Rock and... Oh, I was thinking he's just going to go back to something, but he was just going to set up something. But you know what? I don't really care. Even this is fine with me. The Rotom very likely has either Thunder Wave or Will-O-Wisp. You know what? It's probably Thunder Wave just because it's annoying and speed control is really important. Do you like Godzilla? No, I like Pokemon. Yeah, so it's probably gonna status me. I'm actually wondering if Natural Cure or Blissey is the way to go, because then you can just send it in You can even heal Bell and fix up your other teammates. Soft-boiled, light screen, ice beam, minimize. It's not working out for me. I need to breed a whole another Blissey too. You know what? Didn't mean to do that. Trick. Well, that rendered this Blissey useless. I've seen this trick before. That's fine though. Guess I'll just be full HP Blissey then. But he is then now Light Clay Rotom. And I have only Pokemon that are vulnerable. I don't know what to do. You know what? I'm just gonna sacrifice my Alakazam. He had a good counter to it. There is the Will-O-Wisp. Alright. I'll take it. Because I am Magic Guard. I don't care about your things. Does anyone here have Minecraft Education Edition? Alright. I want you to take a little bit of a break, my guy. I'm going to put you on a timeout. You just turn off the caps lock. And then you think of a Pokemon related topic. And then we can talk about that. I don't remember if I set up light screen. If I did, that would be perfect. Because then his response would be to send out the Zezor. Okay, well, at the very least, I am full HP now, which is nice. I am burned, which is nice. I'm not paralyzed. You see, that burn doesn't matter. I'm Magic Guard. I can just take it like a boss. You know what? I'm going to sacrifice my Choice Scarf Blissey with Ice Beam to just live life a little bit and find out something to do on a clean switch in. The Stealth Rocks are going to do something here. Yo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Nectarine Emulator. Won any battles yet? No, I get slapped in the face for a living. That's what's going on here on the live stream. So if you are interested in slapping me as well, you can prepare your team. But I know that we're having a thing here with 6v6 singles instead of 4v4 doubles, which is what we will be playing very soon. I just haven't finished my team yet. I just wanted to put together a 6v6 singles team because in the Discord, in NIRTHEART, which you can see here, YouTube members only, it is a great place to be if you're a passionate Pokemon fan. But most players are having 6v6 singles, and so that's what I just prepared so that I would have something to record, something to play, something to do. But yeah, doubles will be the main format on this channel at some point. I want to learn doubles. I'm a complete rookie, but I am interested in learning how that whole setup works. I know that doubles is a lot more interesting than singles because you have the possibility of not only protecting and being double targeted into a protect, you have follow me stuff, you have combos, and then you can also double target, and that is wild. I don't think he can take me out with Bullet Punch. God forbid. I need Intimidate. This Staraptor doesn't do anything. I thought it would just be easy, like in Pokemon Sword and Shield, because the Brave Bird from Staraptor is more damage on paper anyway than the Talonflame, but I suppose not. And I wonder, there's always something up with the team here. Hey, yeah, welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you here. Hope you have had a great day. Stones dug into Big Meanie. Yeah, you have so many more combinations in doubles. It's wild. Yes, but you also have the constraint of only getting to choose 4. You bring 6, you choose 4, and that's awesome. I feel for 6v6 singles, it doesn't really work the same way with singles. 3v3 singles feels a little bit lame in my opinion. Just my opinion. But it's just one of those things, like, in order to really have a proper preparation for the things that can be brought against you in a 1v1 matchup, you kind of need to have a full 6 team Pokemon. It's not the same in doubles because then at the very least you have a lot of momentum yourself with that strategy of whatever you're up to. Oh yeah. I'm getting slapped again. I don't know what is going on with my team here, but there's something I am struggling with in terms of speed tiers and just bulkiness in general. I can't figure it out. I need to just have 100 more battles and then maybe I have a shot at making some changes. But yeah, yet another victory to you guys. You're doing a great job and I'm proud of you. So Greaseball and Giggle Stomp both are winners in this live stream, and I hope that you will have a good time in the rest of it. And so I lost. That is fine. I'm here to learn. Also, you don't really care about hazards in 3v3s, which is less fun in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, 3v3 just feels awkward in my opinion. I don't like it. I feel 4v4 doubles as an official format is beautiful. I think it's great. I think that is the way to really play high-level competitive Pokemon. Was a fun game. Can't wait to see your side later. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can already skip back if you just want to watch it now. A tip can be if you just go back and watch at 2x speed, then after you watch the battle, then I'll be mid in this battle, and then when I finish the next battle, you've actually been able to catch up. And yeah, I sometimes do that in live streams myself. It's a little bit of a technical tip, but maybe you can do that. Hope I can get to battle you next, Nirth, says Kurano. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'm putting up the code. You may know what the code will be, but we'll see. Actually, you won't know what the code will be because I'm going to throw a curveball here. We're just going to be a little funny sometimes by changing it up. And you have to look in the chat to be updated. Ask for what the code is. Is it 00201000? Is it 00201001? Is it 0020 9999? Who knows? There's a lot of combinations. And I'm the one to decide, so. Okay, battle. Singles. Alright, I don't know. I'm just gonna call you X-Ace. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I completed my doubles team yesterday. Well, I completed 4 Pokemon, but I bring 2 other Pokemon to confuse people. That's funny. I love that, because then at that point, you don't really need to have them prepared anyway. But actually, it could be a big brain move for you to just bring 4 Pokemon so that your opponent knows exactly what to expect. And you have a little bit of a downside. But then you also know exactly what people prepared for in terms of those 4 Pokemon. And then you can fill in with extra team members based on what things are giving you problems. Gigglestomp says, I have some hazards and removal, but I'm thinking of adding Defog to Zizor and taking out U-turn. I like doubling down on things for a backup plan. That is a good idea in singles. Okay, so my opponent here has got a Gardevoir, Lucario, Togekiss, Exploud, respect, Articuno, and Infernape. I do not like Infernape. Togekiss is annoying. Explode can do massive damage, but thankfully I got both my Zizor and Blissey, so that's going to be fine. Actually, I feel really confident in my Staraptor. Unless he leads Infernape, this is going to be fun. And also unless the Lucario's Focus Sash, and unless the Togekiss is Choice Scarf. Bring 4, then make the 2 other counter what you're scared of. You might throw them off your weakness. Yeah, I mean, in a competitive setting, that is the way to go. But in terms of building out your team and testing it, stress testing it, then just bringing 4 Pokemon can be a great idea. Man, Nirth, I've noticed, I've been watching you since I was 6th grade. All right, that's a long time. I'm glad you've been just sticking by the channel and still interested in Pokemon. As long as that Articuno isn't the RNG Articuno from the Battle Tower. That would be hilarious. With the Snow Cloak, Bright Powder, Minimize setup, something like that. You got me with the code there, LOL. I thought it was 1000 or 1001. That's funny. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Some curveballs are necessary. Really? Really? Another shiny? Wait, do they not have a response to the Staraptor? I have a hypothesis. It may be the case that Staraptor just slaps people who are not too familiar with the metagame, because it has a decent threshold of the kinds of just straight up one-hit KO potentials that you have. I don't think I'm going to be able to take out the Togekiss, for example. Another shiny. Alright. It do be like that sometimes. It's fun. Radek. 3 shards. Welcome to the live stream. It's great to have you here. Oh, that cannot be a proper Togekiss. To some extent, I do respect it. I mean, if you do want to just bring the shiny for the sake of it, and it's not a competitive one, I guess, you know, you're the one losing out on it, but wow, that was damage. And what's fun about this is that I'm faster than the Articuno unless it's Choice Scarf. I don't expect that it is. And this Staraptor literally has just straight up one-hit KO'd 4 Pokemon. That is the power of Staraptor once it works. Sus on my shiny radar is starting to blink. Yeah, but at the same time though, that was insane. At this point in time, I'm just gonna send out propaganda and start spoon-feeding people with dazzling gleams and shiny objects. Okay, I need to fill up my water. Be right back. Wait, is this just a straight up full shiny team? I will gladly slap you and go on to the next opponent. I have my team ready finally, but I need to evolve my Scyther. Have you considered joining the NIRTHEART Discord server? Check it out in the video description. It is for YouTube members only, so you do have to pay $2 to get in, but once you're in, communication with the other trainer was interrupted somehow. Just getting slapped. It was just interrupted. Something happened. Who knows? Okay, next battle. It's a hack team. Yeah, I think it's pretty likely. But at the same time, some of those Pokemon were not EV trained or IV bred at all. Like, it was just obvious. Those were bad Pokemon, and so I don't want to really talk poorly of the player. If they wanted to trade off having a cool shiny team, then that's fine. But I don't think necessarily that it's a fully packed, like if it's just 5 Pokemon that someone really wanted shiny and they brought it on the team. Because I was not supposed to KO that Togekiss. That makes no sense. I mean, I am a reckless, Brave Bird, Choice Band, Jolly, 252 attack Staraptor. But still, it's not just a straight up KO on everything. So I think there was something going on there. What type of Pokemon use choice items in competitive? Any Pokemon. But what Pokemon uses them in a good way? Who knows? Depends on the set. Choice Band on a Jolly Staraptor is nice. But it has a tendency to get outsped, messed up by rocks, and otherwise slapped in the face. Just a reminder, if you get a hacked shiny Pokemon in a trade, it is still cheating. Yes! Giggle Stomp has got it down to a T. Check the video description for... wait, I wonder, is it in the video description? Now I have to double check. Because I have written like a whole statement about cheating, because I don't like it, and I just want to play the game, have fun, and not play with cheaters. They can just go and hide in a corner and play on their cheated save files. Okay, so I can never say for sure if something is hacked, but when the game has been out for such short... I mean, 5 shiny Pokemon is not impossible. The Pokeradar is pretty good. If you just... Yes, I have a whole essay in the video description describing exactly what the problem is with cheating. But anyway, I put up a code in the video description. If you would like to have a battle in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, then now is your time. You can type in the code if you have a Nintendo Switch Online, and then just roll the dice. Let's see if we can have a battle. It is 6v6 singles. All the battle rules are listed in the video description. There's a lot of information down there, and you can read it. I didn't get used to the Donphan or Garchomp. Yeah, you didn't get to use the Donphan or Garchomp in our match, but looking forward to an off-stream rematch later. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to call for a 6v6 singles battle, and I'm not going to budge. They will just have to... Haru! Hey! Now we're talking. We're having all the top dogs in the NIRTHEART Discord server. We got Giggle Stomp, we got Greaseball, we got Karano. This is a good day. Okay, so my battle team. It's still the same team because, you know, we're early on. We're only 200 hours in. We have to wait until that, like, north of 500 to really start having, like, a proper set of just, like, a lineup. But Taylor Use Toxic says, I have an entire box full of shinies on Sword and Shield, but that's from 100 plus hours of the DLC raid den grind. So I can never call someone out for your shiny. Yeah. I don't know how that works. Good luck, I'll leave. Alright. Good luck with the battle, Karano. I hope you enjoy it. Ooh, he's got a Swallow, Azelf, Feraligatr, Breloom, Typhlosion, Ambipom. Wow. That looks really, really high risk, high reward kind of deal. But also high chance of failure. There is no bulk on this team. Nothing. Wow. He's gonna get slapped by my Togekiss. I cannot wait. There's nothing on his team that can outspeed me. Unless that Azelf is Choice Scarf. Or unless the Typhlosion is Choice Scarf. Light Yagami. Hey. Welcome. I like Death Note. It's a cool anime. But I gotta say, Dr. Stone, it's in a different league, my man. I'm gonna just drop that in the chat. Dr. Stone. Everyone should check it out at least. Just read the description. Is it interesting? It's a very pro-human, interesting storyline, awesome music, vibes kind of anime. Oh, jazz hands. You know what? I'm just gonna be funny. Send in my Zizor and let him do no damage. The anime. Yes, Dr. Stone, the anime. He doesn't have the best team LOL. I mean, it's funny. Karano has quite a lot of teams, so it's funny. Never watched Dr. Stone LOL. You should check it out. The first anime that I really watched from start to finish was very cliche, but I mean, you gotta start with something. It was Death Note. Glad you know Death Note. I can tell you're a man of culture. Indeed I am. Yeah. But, I mean, there are a lot of opinions that people have about anime, and so I'm probably doing like this in the forest of cactus that people have set up in this realm, and so I think if I just gave you the full list of everything I watched, you'd probably be like, what? But yeah, okay, so the Zizor. At the very least, I have Bullet Punch, which is priority. Yo, wasn't Haru's Azelf level 100 in the last match on December 20th? It's a different Azelf. It's level 50 here. Match preview. That's a good point. I might have sent him a message about it, but I'll have to ask him about it again if he has 2 Azelf that have the same nickname, that are both shiny, that somehow are a different level at 2 different points in time in the not compatible way. That is a good point, Giggle Stomp. Thank you for pointing that out. I was unable to catch that, so we'll see. I like action anime with cool fights and stuff, and sometimes romance and animes like Death Note, where it puts you at the edge of your seat. Yes! I feel like some of the ways that anime is portrayed is a little bit cringe at times, but if you really can just get past the poster and then figure out if it's good by watching an episode 2, 3, 4, then you can end up with some really great experiences. And so, oh, another one. This one's nice. It is only season 1 or 2 or something. I don't know, but they are coming out with more episodes next year, and I am excited. It is an incredible anime. I feel like the concept they present in that one is just, it feels very novel, in my opinion. Not like a book novel, but it's just very different. My wife read the manga. She said the next 2 seasons are going to be insane for Dr. Stone. I would love that. Honestly, I am actually a little bit split on the fact that they are making more, because I feel like the 2 past seasons now have been so good that I'm just like, oh man, I really hope that they make it proper. I saw the 1 episode of like behind the scenes with the developers. That was super exciting. But then, yeah, I had another anime that I was watching, and they were like, okay, season 1, pretty good, season 2, slapping, and then they were just like, you know what, let's not make season 3, even though we're not even completely done with the storyline, we're just gonna make a movie, and so you kind of get the last 15 minutes of the movie, and then you'll figure out what happens, and it's kind of like, I feel betrayed. I like Inuyasha. I know I'm basic in my anime taste. I actually never heard of that one. I feel like a lot of them have such cool looking typography that I kind of just remember things based on the colors and things, but Jazz Hands, amazing. Yeah. Mushoku Tensei anime has been really good too. Stay away from the manga, I heard, but I like the I don't know what LN is. Light novel, of course. Yes. Light Yagma says you're underrated. Well, thank you. Going for it, but we'll see. The season now with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl didn't quite go the way that I hoped, but we'll see. Gotta head out soon with a run to the trash down. Catch the bot later. Hope you have some more good matches with some legit teams. Winky face. We should all be on the same playing field. Agreed. I'll talk to you later, Giggle. Have a good day. I'm gonna get messed up by this balloon, but it's fine. Stygian. Guerok. Welcome to the live stream. I find your videos really helpful and I like your Brilliant Diamond Shining Pro content. Thank you. I hope that the Nirth Explains Pokemon playlist has been interesting. And yeah, thank you for being around here on the channel. Shout out to Giggle Stomp for sharing some Pokeross with me. This EV training is flying by now. Yeah, someone found it in the... It might have been Giggle Stomp that found it initially. Someone found it in the server and posted a picture of it. I don't remember. Man, that's a little awkward because I received it. No, it was Shadow Wolf. That was what it was. And then we spread it, yeah. Because I remember he sent a picture of the Pokemon Center. I mean, I don't really know what this Breloom is up to, but I don't respect it. Even if it sets up the +6, there's nothing he can do against my Togekiss. It is very odd having a live stream without sound. My headphones have just not worked today properly. They just failed on me during the last live stream, so for this one I just decided not to use them at all. But yeah, I hope that you are all having a good time in this live stream. The sound is great, that the battles are interesting, and that you're overall having a good time engaging with Pokemon. Off topic, bit my tongue. What do you think about the chibi designs of the characters? I love it. Honestly, for overworld interactions for Pokemon games, specifically, the big role is to just have a place where you can interact with various parts of the game in terms of entities. Like, you want to go into the Pokemon Center, you want to go to the Pokemart to get some Pokeballs, you want to do some berry trees, you want to bike around breeding, and so that kind of simplified gameplay I have no problems with. And then once you go into the detailed gameplay, the part here, like, look at your trainer character. It is looking fresh, man. This is the coolest main series character in any Pokemon game, hands down. My opinion, but it is cool. And yeah, you're just going to spend so much time inside battles instead that I find it fine. Hey Jade, welcome to the live stream. Particularly when they made the trade-off with trying to let a different company than Game Freak develop a main series Pokemon game. This is the first time this has happened ever. Ilka developing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with, you know, Masuda, the guy himself, as co-director, then it's still pretty cool that they pulled it off. But yeah, they made some decisions in terms of like what should we do with Sinnoh. They could have made a Sword and Shield like full-on Sinnoh remake with some things, but instead they made Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl and then experiment with Legends, and I'm fine. They can it's their games, and they can decide on their own what they want to do. I think Psyshock. It's almost worth it just in case. Oh, he's faster. Oh man. Light Yagami says, agreed. I actually like the chibi designs, and they're overhated in my opinion. Overhated. That is a good term. And I think Chibi Dawn is really cute, and I love the memes of her. I wish they added more outfits though, and more platinum content. Yeah. I know, though. I think for me, the only two things that there were three things I really miss that I really could have loved for these games to have. The first thing is the battle timer. Why is it 20 minutes? It makes no sense. It is an artificial time limit to just cut off the fun. Lights off, bedtime. You cannot do any more anything. And then for Pokemon battles, if you play 6v6 singles, the part where it gets interesting is at the end. And when you just cut off the end, it just feels anticlimactic, and I just feel sad and want to go hide somewhere. And so when it's just like that, with no option, that is frustrating. And so I would have liked there to be a way for me to choose the very least 30 minutes. If it's any less than 30 minutes, I don't understand it at all whatsoever. The run button is right here. If I'm not having fun, I can forfeit, and that's just the way the game works. But for some reason, 20 minutes, that's it. We don't want people to play more than 20 minutes. Not even have the chance to choose if they want to play longer. I think it should be an hour, and that there should be even more just in general options for what you want to do in terms of playing the game, with more options in terms of setting the rules. Like, if I could just make a rule set, that would be great, but no, it's just that one detail. Like 60 minutes, give me that, and I'm happy. Or you just subscribe. So you became a YouTube member before you subscribe. That's amazing. Number two. So number one is the battle timer. I want 60 minutes back. That needs to happen. Number two, battle recordings. Even though I have a capture card, it is nice with a versus recorder key item, because what that allows me to do is to cut out all the thinking and all the communicating, all the please stand by, and just get the clean cut progression of the battle, and then you can do commentary on it. Instead, it is now no versus recorder. It is set to 20 minutes, so no matter how few turns you have in the battle, if you spent a lot of time thinking and it ends up touching that battle timer anyway, even though a versus recorder playback of that battle could be like 7 minutes, there's no way that you can make that video shorter unless you edit heavily, and that could just be something that the game helps you with. Number three, what is up with the cheating? I don't understand it. Like, what is going on? They just make the game, publish it, and forget it. I don't understand it. I've tried so many things to just try to at least carve out a little tiny space on the internet where it's kind of possible to have sort of a community, and not just a sort of. I feel like what we got in NIRTHEART at the current moment is really special, but it is incredibly hard to simply play the games as intended by the developers, have a good time, not be worried if the person you're trading with has just duplicated into oblivion of master balls and rare candies and whatever else they're up to, just dumping on the game. I don't understand it. And then this problematic positive feedback loop with content creators as well, just thrown into the mix for good measure. that whole thing needs to be addressed. And so if I was to give a review of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I would give it a 9.7 out of 10 because I subtract 0.1 points per one of those 3 things that I think that they should fix. Besides those things, I think that these games are the best Pokemon games that have ever been made. And part of that is no gimmicks. Cool looking overworld in-battle graphics. I think it's awesome. I like the graphical choices. In terms of other aspects, there is 3D going on. Like for example, in the team overview, it's not pixel art like in most Pokemon games. It is 3D characters, and Ilka and Masuda for these games somehow managed to make 3D Pokemon feel really appealing. And so it takes a little bit of time to get used to if you're, you know, a long-time Pokemon player. But I think if you just give it a little bit of a chance and try to see if you can like it after a little bit of time, I think you can end up coming to really like it, which is what is going on for me anyway with these games. It has a really good balance in terms of difficulty. I don't know what it is about people these days, but for some reason, people don't want a challenge. It's just everything needs to be free. Everything needs to just be easy. Everything just needs to be handed to people. And that is not what these games are doing, which I think is part of why the whole cheating issue is so problematic. Because not only is it hard to play the game, but it's also hard to make videos about the game when the game is hard. So you just take out to these like shortcuts and whatever else to try to sneak out some sort of cheeky and not appropriate way to go about things. But having said that, the balance, I just want to sit on this issue for a little bit. The balance in these games is really interesting in terms of the fundamentals in Pokemon. One of the things that you do in a creature collecting game is to collect creatures, and in Pokemon's case, you can also trade them with people. And when you have something valuable that you can trade to others in exchange for something that they have of value to you, you have a pretty good economy going. And that's what I don't understand people not seeing. And that has really sparked off a really cool part of the NIRTHEART Discord server, which I wish was just a general thing going on in Pokemon in general. But for example, hidden abilities is really hard to get in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for certain Pokemon. The Pokeradar is ridiculously easy. For any Pokemon, it's just you pick it up and you just do it like that. But the thing is, with the ability patch, if you have someone to play with, and you know that they're also a proper player and not doing all this fake stuff, then you can trade. You can work for, 200 battle points, claim a hidden ability, breed it, have that as your specialty Pokemon that you breed and trade, and then someone else establishes their specialty and breed and trade and do all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, you have all the hidden abilities because you only need a couple players teaming up to actually cover all the hard stuff. And that is a proper foundation for a community to be built on top of when it comes to creature collecting games. And I don't understand why no one else seems to notice that you have a game where there is a framework, there's a couple rules that you follow to play the game, and then you play within the framework by following the rules like any other game in life, and then you see whatever you can do that's interesting. And it's so cool with these games where IVs are hard, hidden abilities are hard, getting items is hard, but it's one of those things, if you actually have someone to play with and you make that effort to make connections with people, bond, create memories, have a lot of fun with the games, then it's manageable. Like for example, if you've seen my Pokemon Ancestry video where I laid out the whole breeding map, like I presented a solution to the problem of IVs. There are only 13 Pokemon in the whole game that you cannot breed without a good Ditto. Some of those are fairly common and competitive, but then again, if you're a real competitive player, putting in some time to get good is kind of implied as a necessity. And so, particularly then with statistics, once you actually have a good Pokemon, it doesn't take much to breed another perfect Pokemon, and then you can trade again and you have that whole going. So yeah, that was my whole review on Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, so I guess you sat through that during the battle here as well. But let's get back to some more battles. I will type in a new code and we will continue the battles here in the live stream. The hidden ability list in Discord is starting to bulk out quite a lot lately. Yes, that is the case. Giggle, the reason why it's like that is because my game updated where it shows everyone's team at level 50. Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, I was like, I was starting to just like, I don't like this. Like, this is part of the other half. It's like, in some cases, it's kind of like, where do you set the line? Like, how do you actually manage this like murky whole mess? So that's why my team was at level 50. Nirth screen, if you had it. Yeah, I understand. Well, I know there's an update, and to some extent, I think it would just be incredibly... it would be a bad look. It's one of those things. I feel if you're actually cheating, at some point, you're just going to get caught. And I was hoping that that was not the case with you here. And so, yeah, I'm glad that's the case. Because, yeah, it's fun to have you around. So it's just like, it's one of those real letdowns when you have someone who's just contributing, inviting people to have battles, working on their teams, and then it's just this murky area with like, what do you do? With Pokemon not being proper. I disagree because you can't get a Racer Fang until post-game, so I can use Glaze. Wait, disagree with what? What is your opinion on the Elite Four in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Do you think they were too hard? And keep in mind that new little kids are experiencing it. No, I think it was perfect the way they did it, because there has been this whole movement now for years. It's all tied into the whole like Dex hater drama Twitter stuff too, where people have literally been complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining nonstop about Pokemon being too easy. The thing with Pokemon is that it's a knowledge-based game for the most part. If you know how to play the game, it is easy because you know how to play it. And what is hard about Pokemon is playing against others. That's where the real difficulty is in the game. And it's why you are a Pokemon trainer, and why it is with all these connectivities that you have with the games. And so, no, I enjoyed it, and I actually don't really care if people are unable to beat the league. I think they need to just get good, go down in the underground, do some grinding, reflect on life, and then come back and try again sometime. Oh yeah, they removed the versus recording, didn't they? That has been gone for long time. I rate the game a 7.5 out of 10 because they could have improved a lot, but the games were very interesting. Fair. I mean, hey, I don't have sound. Wither Maddox, welcome to the NIRTHEART community. You can check out the link in the video description for the Discord. I can highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I need to work on a bulky type of team. Oh, I got slapped. It was close though. It was very close, and I need to just choose my team now. Oh, the Zezor. I need to figure out a response to it. The thing is, not even Slowbro works because it's part psychic. I grew up fearing Cynthia, and after this game, I still fear Cynthia. I know, even like we're adults, we know how to play the game. We know how to play competitively. But yet again, when you have that competitively viable game that just comes and slaps you, wait, what am I saying? When you have that competitively made team that you play against with your story team, it's just such a difference that it is hilarious. Another issue is that they don't tell you what they changed in the notice patch. I mean, I don't care. That I feel is up to them. And to some extent, why should they let you know what's in the update patch? They have been doing things, and for the most part, people who care about the patches are the people who are not playing properly, and I want them to keep thinking, will my Switch get bricked tomorrow? I hope so. Well, then they have to keep thinking about their choices. I need to work on a bulky type of team, yes. I grew up fearing Cynthia, still fearing. I tried so many times, man. Any recommendations for a bulky Pokemon? Umbreon. I don't like it, but there you go. Zizor. I don't like it. There you go. Darkrai. Hey, welcome. I disagree, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand the disagree part, Jade, so you can come up with it. Okay. I disagree because they had Pokemon with almost perfect IVs and EVs with perfect abilities and had full restores, but is... Oh, that they could have made it easier? I mean, yeah, sure. I think a potential, like, way that they could have gone about it would be to just make those teams the rematch teams. But then again, most people are not going to redo the league over and over and over again. So if they're going to have the Pokemon League as the climax of the game, I think that was the way to go about it. And yeah, but yeah, fun discussion. Thank you for your contribution here on the conversation and everything. My team was consisting of 4 pickup Pokemon, Pachirisu, no, not Pachirisu, 4 pickup Pokemon, Straptor, which was just the one Pokemon I was training up to try to do something, and then I had the Golduck. No, I also had Bibarel, so I had 3 pickup. Yeah, it was bad, man. Yeah, we've had some really good conversations in this Discord. It's a lot of fun. Let's see, how is the live stream going? All right. Helsinki, that's funny. That is the capital of Finland. Wait, am I faster? I am. Ooh, 100% accurate, super effective flamethrower. Nice. Also, Executor is surprisingly tanky for some reason. It is a grass type, which is unfortunate. But yeah, let's see. I've been meaning to ask. In the description, it mentions 5 IV Dittos not existing. Does the radar not get you to a 5 IV, or is it just getting the chain that high so unlikely? Yes, that is the case. So the thing is, if you actually want a 5 IV Ditto, that means that you need to get a 1 in 3 chance of getting the right IV not being perfect. So either attack or special attack for it to actually count for a 5 IV. Just any 5 IV Ditto is not actually 5 IV. And the thing is, most of those things in the video description are also shiny. So it's kind of like, well, and to some extent, like, I know you can just reset the grass to get the number 100 and then you get a shiny. That's fine. But if it's a 6 IV shiny, that just does not exist. And then the thing is, with the whole argument is this. If it takes 1 in 1400 chains, and it is only 1 in 3 chains that will actually lead to a 5 IV Ditto, why would you trade that to someone? Because that is the problem. It's when people start trading for Pokemon that they have not worked for. Because if you do work for the 5 IV Ditto, then you already have, like, what, 200 hours or however long it's going to take for you to have a chance of getting it. And then the other thing is that if you're actually a a proper player and you know what's up, going for the 5 IV Ditto is not worth it. You have the breeding map, and you can try to get or you can try to get a couple 3 IV Dittos, and you're pretty much good. The thing is, you're gonna spend more time trying to look for that 5 IV Ditto than you're gonna spend breeding every single Pokemon that is genderless that you actually need it for perfectly. And the thing is, once you have a perfect Pokemon that is genderless, like for example, if you have a 5 IV Rotom, you got a 5 IV Rotom. You don't need to have the whole project redone when it's no longer working out for you. And then once you've claimed that genderless Rotom, you can start trading, and that was the topic that I discussed earlier. Yeah, no kidding. 1 in 3 chances of a 1 in 1400 chains. So what is that? I just want to be exact here with the math because people are funny. Yeah, 4,200. So that means it is 1 in 4,200 chains. That means you may end up with a lot of chains breaking on you on 98, on 93, on 92, on 99, and it's just not gonna get to that 100. And when you get to that 100, what happens then? There is a 66% chance that you end up with a 4 IV Ditto. It's not a good strategy. If you actually care about your time and what you're doing, then you're not gonna do it. But that's not my argument. Even if you do it, you won't trade it away. And so for people to like roll up on you and say like, oh, I got a bunch of Dittos, it's just nonsense. It's so obvious that it's been cheated. It's basically like winning the lottery and then giving it away. No one does that. Yeah, like there is some special service that special service, I don't know if that's something, but there's some hidden contract somewhere if someone just hands you money. Yeah, let's see. Oh, makes sense. Yeah, no problem. That was the explanation. The thing is, most of those Dittos aren't 5 IV. They are 6 IV, and they're shiny, and that just doesn't work. By the way, Nirth, gotta love the nicknames on your Pokemon. Thank you. Spent a little bit of time thinking on them, but I think they are pretty funny, yes. Scarf on that thing is nuts. Yes. Yeah, I hadn't considered the trading aspect. Yes, that is the argument. If you have a valuable Pokemon beyond anything you could possibly think of, why would you trade it? It's the same argument with the Wonder Trades. Like, oh, someone had a level 100 shiny Pokemon holding a Master Ball? Wow, I was just lucky today, wasn't I? Yeah. No, that's not how it works. And then again, I want to be very clear. I understand that there is a bad incentive for people not to do the correct thing. And so I wish that the game developers was a little bit up to date with what is actually happening with their games after they're pushed out the door. And so, yeah, and I want to also be very, very clear. I don't have anything against any particular, like, I don't have any problem with individual people. Unless it is a content creator who is then just doing things to audiences of mostly young people, and I don't think that's a good idea at all. But in terms of like, if you're not playing the game properly based on my essay in the video description, it's fine. I just don't want to play with you, and that's fine. But I'm not disliking people for it. And if I want to just like really push that argument all the way past the finish line, I think it is not good for people to play Pokemon this way at all, because 3 weeks in you realize, wait, if I just short circuit everything, there is not a game left to play, and people are not having fun with the game, and they leave and they don't play Pokemon, and that is sad to me, because these games have some really cool fundamentals. the competitive aspect of the battles, like it's a little bit hard to explain to people because if they're unfamiliar much with Pokemon, it's very easy to just have like some surface level, like, oh, I seen that there's animes and toys, and it's pretty much something that is okay for any age group, so it's a little odd. But the competitive scene is essentially just a seasoned version of chess or some other strategy game. It may look colorful and nice, but there's a lot of numbers going in the actual battle. Whoa, and that was like a bump. Hope that was not properly. But yeah, so that is my ultimate thing here. Like, we are spending our leisure time on what exactly? Well, we could have had a great community here with, well, we do have one here on this channel, but in general, Pokemon could be a great community of players. It has such proper fundamentals. There is actually substance here. There's something we can do for many, many hours. There's a hobby here. There's something to create memories from, and despite that, it's just a 3-week like hack fest, and then it's over, and then people spend the rest of the year complaining about how the game developers don't know how to make games, when those players are the ones just not playing the game because they're just doing shortcuts. For some reason, when I'm trying to hunt for shinies, my chain always breaks, even though I caught the Pokemon I want to hunt before it just stopped. Yes, I have a very good suggestion for you, Jade. It is possible to do it on your phone, but like if you have a physical clicker, I highly recommend you not to count the number of Pokemon you encounter. Count the chains. It is actually the case that, you know, you have a 1 in 20 chance of making it to chain 40. You have to do everything correctly, and that just comes with a little bit of practice, and you probably have gotten that firmly at this point. But count the chains. It's easy to not have a proper grasp and understanding and feel of statistics in that way, and so it can feel very frustrating, because even if the odds of something happening is 1 in 20, it may actually not happen until you've had 40 chains, because you ended up having, like, if you make just a row of 100 marbles, all of them are yellow except 5. Those are red. If you just place those 5 red marbles around in that 100 long string, then you may have a spot where there's 40 yellow marbles just after each other, and then some other place maybe have just 5 in between, and so on. So there's a little bit of variance, and a just objective metric that is a physical clicker or an app on your phone can be very helpful in that sense. And so even for breeding, it can be very nice to just click through the eggs. If you're going for a shiny, you know the odds are 1 in 680. But what does that mean in terms of actual gameplay? It means that you may have to hatch 200 eggs, 1,400 eggs, God forbid 2,000. It can happen. And then it's just to have an objective way of counting, keeping track of how things are going, and so on. Elite Gamer says, what Pokemon game do you think was the most competitive? Sword and Shield or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Unfortunately, at this point in time, it doesn't seem like there has been a good wind of competitive in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but I'm waiting for it. At the very least, in the NIRTHEART Discord server, we have some teams brewing. There are a lot of people who are really in the last turn of just getting done with their competitive teams, and I mean, you really only need about 10 people to really enjoy Pokemon, in my opinion. You just need to have a proper amount of people for that variety in teams, so that you don't end up playing the same 4 teams forever. And if you have around 10 plus people, then that's pretty manageable, because even if 1 or 2 Pokemon are changed on 2 to 3 teams, it could change the dynamics quite a bit. If you would have asked me what is my favorite Pokemon game overall, I've had a strong recency bias for a long time, and in this case I'm also very biased because Pokemon Diamond and Pearl were my first Pokemon games ever. But having said that, I am pretty firm in my belief that the way that these Pokemon games were made in terms of balance of the difficulty in the games, and with the lack of gimmicks, it's just pure Pokemon. Generation 1 through 4, it is very good in my opinion. It has a lot of varied gameplay loops. It's not like in Sword and Shield. I personally disliked parts of that game because it ended up being too grindy. You were just doing raid dance because that was the best thing for everything. It was best for money, it was best for this, it was best for that and the other, and I was kind of like not too hyped on that. What Pokemon game do you think was... Yeah, okay, let's see. For some reason, when I am trying to hunt for shinies, I chain... Yeah, we already addressed that. Alright, yeah. Addressed the whole chat, that's nice. I am not faster than the Jolteon, apparently. What? I have choice... Wait, whoa. What year do you think was the best for VGC? I never played VGC. I entered one local tournament and that was it. I mean, I wish they had more, you know, players in that scene that was actually playing the games and understanding how to go about it. Yeah, thank you so much for the battle. I actually did not see what happened, to be honest. I got completely sidetracked, but it was really fun battling you. Are you planning to stream tomorrow? If so, what's the objective? Yeah, so if you check the video description, I've made a little section for the live stream schedule. And so it's particular days that I will not live stream. So for example, this Friday, it's Christmas here in Norway. We celebrate that the evening before. And then Friday next week is New Year's Eve, so I won't be live stream. The funniest local tournament ever. I know. We keep going back to this tournament, but it was hilarious. For the longest time, I was not sure like how I would go about describing the memories of this tournament because I felt bad about talking poorly about this one person who showed up that I played against that just did not know how to manage herself because she was losing and she was losing poorly, and it was just, I don't know. But now I feel it's been so long, it's like 6-7 years, and I don't know if I feel like it's so like you wouldn't know who this would be anyway. But so I can tell you the story of the time that I went to a local tournament for VGC with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This was back in 2015. Happy Christmas. Oh, Kimberly Chin. Let's see. I missed your message. Sometimes it is really hard to do a live chat because I can like read the message and think like, oh wow, that's a good comment or something, but then I forget to address it because it's not entirely natural to read up everything you read, you know? Wait, did you comment? Oh, I'm sorry. Lamau 97, that was poetic. Let's see. Every time a cheater loses to an honest player, an angel gets his wings. That's so funny. Yes. Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas. Also, I need help in building a team, training my team. I've got Togekiss, Skuntank, and I need a Blissey, Executor, Gliscor, and Dragonite or Garchomp. How would you say go about finding the Pokemon I need? Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, Rodek. Honestly, Pokemon and team building is just an iterative process. So you just have to build a minimally viable team and put it to the test. Have 100 battles, get completely slapped to the face, and after those 100 battles, which I am currently doing here, so I'm eating my own advice, then you have a pretty good idea of what the threats are, because if anything, if your team just does not work at any capacity in any way, shape, or form, at the very least, you can just sit back and think to yourself, which were the 2 Pokemon that I hate the most? Well, Infernape, Zezor, and then also I actually have 3 Pokemon. Yeah, Umbreon. I cannot stand Umbreon. So then when you go back to the workbench and you try to craft out a team, you know that you have to address the Umbreon, you have to address the Zezor, and you have to address the Infernape. And then you make your updated team or make changes, or maybe you make a whole entire new team. And then what you do from there is that you make that team, and then you have another 50 battles, see what happens. This is how you need to go about adjusting to a new metagame. And then from there, you will know if your adjustments to the threats will need adjustments. And then you get that iterative process. And so maybe you just need to have 5 more battles to get a good idea of how you want to make a slight change. And then the other thing to really remember is that you cannot make changes on your team based on a single opposing team that gave you trouble. Because depending on what you want to optimize for, you kind of just want to make sure that you have a solid team that overall has a high win ratio. Because there may be a single team that you have troubles with, and then every other team you can just slap. And so if you then try to make changes to address that single team that's giving you a problem, then maybe you end up having half of the other teams that you used to slap that then is starting to just win against you. So yeah, it's fun like that. But then yeah, for VGC and doubles and 4v4 kind of setup there, you typically see that there are certain Pokemon that just become the top dogs, and that's just natural in any hierarchy. If you just make some sort of variation and try to test things, there is going to be a composition that becomes the thing. And so for a lot of people who complain about, oh well, it's so lame when everything looks the same, it's kind of one of those things where you just find something that's optimal. And then part of that is if you slow down the process of actually finding out what is optimal by making people play the game instead of unlicensed emulators and simulators, then you may actually get an interesting competitive scene. So yeah, I have some controversial opinions here that I don't understand why it's controversial, but it's Pokemon, so I guess yeah. So okay, Kimberly, I have like a billion rough skin Gibble that I am breeding right now. If you can breed me an extra something from a Togekiss line. Kimberly Chin, you need to join the Discord. I have a lot of Togepi. I think I forgot to put the code in the chat. I'm pretty sure it was this one. But I'm gonna go outside to just double check. But actually, when I think about it, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I need to do the dishes. It is getting late over here. And so I hope you had a good time. I am be live here on YouTube in 24 hours for some more battles. And hope you had a good time. It was fun. I had fun. And I look forward to some